Is it worth using Python's re.compile? Is there any benefit in using compile for regular expressions in Python? Versus.
I've had a lot of experience running a compiled regex 1000s of times versus compiling on the fly, and have not noticed any perceivable difference. Obviously, this is anecdotal and certainly not a great argument against compiling, but I found the difference to be negligible. Edit. After a quick glance at the actual Python 2.5 library code, I see that Python internally compiles and caches regexes whenever you use them anyway, including calls to read.match, so you're really only changing when the regex gets compiled, and shouldn't be saving much time at all, only the time it takes to check the cache, a key lookup on an internal dict type. For module re.py, comments are mine. I still often precompile regular expressions, but only to bind them to a nice, reusable name, not for any expected performance gain.
For me, the biggest benefit to re.compile is being able to separate definition of the regex from its use. Even a simple expression such as 0 vertical bar 1 to 9 0 to 9, integer in base 10 without leading zeros, can be complex enough that you'd rather not have to retype it, check if you made any typos, and later have to recheck if there are typos when you start debugging. Plus, it's nicer to use a variable name such as num or num underscore b10 than 0 vertical bar 1 to 9 0 to 9. It's certainly possible to store strings and pass them to re.match, however, that's less readable. Versus compiling. Though it is fairly close, the last line of the second feels more natural and simpler when used repeatedly.
Phew. So, if you're going to be using the same regex a lot, it may be worth it to do re.compile, especially for more complex regexes. The standard arguments against premature optimization apply, but I don't think you really lose much clarity/straightforwardness by using re.compile if you suspect that your regexes may become a performance bottleneck. Update. Under Python 3.6, I suspect the above timings were done using Python 2.x, and 2018 hardware, MacBook Pro, I now get the following timings. I have also added a case. Notice the quotation mark differences between the last two runs, that shows that re.matchx ... is literally, roughly, equivalent to re.compilex.match ... behind the scenes caching of the compiled representation seems to happen.
Here's a simple test case. With re.compile. So, it would seem to compiling is faster with this simple case, even if you only match once.
Techno.